well, if I'm turning and he's turning, we're both turning on the top of the T. Surely that's going to be an issue for someone coming back the other way.
Welcome back to Head to Head with Jason Leigh and Leigh and Jas, and great to have your company. Leigh, there's a lot going on as usual, and one of the big things happening at the moment is this whole rail system, monorail debate going on within the chambers of the Auckland Council.
Mono. Of course, monorail. Let's just define it for you. Mono means one. Uno. Mono, one. Monorail, one rail system. Let's get that straight right at the top of the show.
I think
that's what everybody is talking about. Because that's what everybody is talking about right now is the monorail system, which Len Brown's trying to push through. But beyond that, getting it secondhand from overseas, from Disneyland.
I believe that the Disneyland system in LA was designed in 1955. So, you know, some people are saying it's an outdated, outmoded model.
I hold that thought, Jason. We're just going to go to a commercial break. Achieving the impossible. Crisp, refreshing, but still full flavored. DB Export Dry. Don't drink lies, drink Export Dry. Configuration, obviously monorail, it's getting expensive putting the tracks down there, but apparently if he gets the Disneyland system, it's already configured, it's already set up, so they're transferring the whole thing over here. Admittedly, it's going to have to stay in the same configuration. Luckily though, places like Frontierland apparently is in the same spot where Parnell would have been. Grey Lynn was where Future World would have been. So by fluke, by buying this system as opposed to the one say in Tokyo Disneyland, this system is actually may just work, saving us money.
It is going to have to stay in the same geographical configuration. Getting it over here is going to be an issue, isn't it?
Well, as you well know, Jose, I'm not a rail engineer. Okay, I've never pretended to be a rail engineer. I'm not one, so I don't really have the answers on that. Jason, if we could just bring it back to the system itself, how about the rolling stock? I mean, we're talking about the trains which they're going to be using on the system. Again, something from 1955.
Because interestingly enough, this is actually designed in Futureland, this particular model.
Okay, so that is almost the genius of the idea. So they're getting a train which is designed to look like it was, running around in the year 2050, 2056. So essentially we've got 30 years on that train before it's even new. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
before
absolutely.
It even, let alone starts to look old.
Of course, not even, and that's dead right. Not everyone, of course, is in favour of it. There's a protest group led by Chaz Sanderson, I believe. No mono, no, which is just no mono, no
more mono.
No mono. No.
Chaz is the one with
Chaz has a monobrow, which is quite.
Yeah.
This actual train in Disneyland in Los Angeles was actually driven by mechanized character figures, wasn't it?
Like Goofy or something.
Like Goofy, like Mickey Mouse, like Captain Hook.
Yeah, I went to Disneyland and Captain Hook was driving the one I was on.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously we can't have a monorail system in Auckland being driven by Captain Hook. It wouldn't make sense.
Copyright wouldn't allow you to do that, I don't think. But surely the electronic, the hardware is in there. So you just have to take that off and stick your own figure on there, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Something that's more representative of New Zealand.
Yeah.
Or even Auckland,
Yeah. Some people
like a big cock.
A giant penis. Yes, I'm certainly. I think people down in Bluff would probably think that was a good idea. But maybe, and as you mentioned, Leigh, feedback in our show is incredibly important, isn't it? And maybe you've got some views on who could be...
Who, me?
No, not you personally, but the listeners out there may have some views on perhaps who would be a good symbol to be driving the Auckland monorail.
Who's representative of us as a community? Is it Sally Ridge? Is it
Brooke Howard Smith?
Is it the Lion Man? Perhaps you want to see him out there, a bit more of a character kind of figure. Is it Len Brown himself? As a robotic mayor? But the idea is controversial. We certainly haven't heard the end of this. But that's pretty much all we've got time for today, so we want to hear your views. I'd like to thank our viewers joining us from Canterbury University, Waikato, Otago, Victoria, Auckland University, of course. We're picking you guys up along the way. It's fantastic to have you on board. Join us tomorrow on the show, Big Wednesday. As normal, it's Big Women's Issues Day. We talk about women's issues, Jason and I. Tomorrow we'll be covering up this breastfeeding thing. It has been going on for a while. We're talking about that. Can you breastfeed a baby with orca milk? That kind of stuff. They are mammals. We don't know. We're going to be discussing these kind of things. And also the female orgasm. Does it exist? Some people say it doesn't. See that? Yeah.
Click here to subscribe to fresh shows daily. Tell them we sent you.